Slap some bacon on a biscuit and let's go. We're burning daylight.
It's the world of strange. A world gone wacky.
Out here, due process is a bullet.
And some of the scariest people on the planet.
I think you're bluffing. Be afraid. You know, you look mighty pretty when you get mad.
It's your odd news on KCHW.
Just sit back and enjoy the show.
That's right. It's our big dare. Sit back and try to enjoy the show.
So that's how they did the collaborative effort. Out here, due process is a bullet.
Yeah.
That's it, Mike.
That's right. That's right. I'm in charge.
He went to the Capitol and said, "We're a creative district."
That's right. This is Eastern Washington. Due process.
Don't tell Ann or what her name is.
All right. I've come to find that the most odd people are actually from Chihuahua. So let's take a look because we missed it and we want to catch up. And there's a lot of them. Birthdays and anniversaries for the city of Chihuahua.
You bet. You know, what we've got is a couple of anniversaries. We got Tom and Lena Skoke.
Skoke, yep.
And Jerry and Linda McKenna.
All right. There you go. A couple anniversaries. Kissy.
Yep. And we actually have 3 birthdays. We have Cletus Bauman, Carrie McMillan, and John White.
All right. Nice. There you go.
Happy birthday.
So happy birthday.
If you know them, you love them, and you see them around town, point and laugh. Tell them we were talking about them on the radio. All right. You know, wouldn't it be horrible?
Give them a present.
You know,
go get Chihuahua bucks.
Wouldn't it be horrible, though, if it was your anniversary and you're, like, driving around listening to the radio, and all of a sudden you hear it, and you go,
Exactly.
I didn't get anything. I haven't planned a meal. All right. There you go. Let's go on our news attack, where the first part is real and the second part will be a chance for me and Mike to try to be funny or read a poorly written joke. Do you want to start?
Sure.
All right. Off to Pennsylvania.
In Pennsylvania, a 73-year-old grandmother spotted a deadly cobra on her patio. First, she snapped photos. Then she killed it with a shovel.
You go, Grandma.
Grandma with a smartphone.
That's right. Exactly.
Oh.
Okay. So, but anyway, she gets my vote to replace Daniel Craig as 007.
Yeah. That's funny. She snapped photos and then took it out.
Grannials, 007.
Right.
I don't want to. Illinois just became the latest state to legalize marijuana. And they're changing the name of Chicago to the Weedy City.
That's a good one.
Hey, the number of fatalities caused by lightning is decreased in the U.S. Well, maybe up one based on Scott's story earlier.
Yes, that was so close to be taken out by lightning.
And that's because since everyone got smartphones, nobody is outside anymore.
It's so much safer.
It's so much safer, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Another small child got stuck in a claw machine. This time, fortunately, it was in China. And the little girl's fine. People who make those claw machines probably make a lot more money if they'd switch to making child car seats. They can get in, but they can't get out. Yeah, that'd work out good.
So, hey, Scott.
Yeah?
Have you seen the video that a California woman took that shows 2 coyotes confronting a mountain lion?
No. Wow.
Ooh,
That's
yeah.
cool.
2 coyotes and 1 mountain lion. Sounds like a video that's definitely not safe for work.
What are you watching? That's banned. Railway investigators in Japan have discovered that a power outage that delayed 12,000 passengers was caused by a slug that short-circuited a connection. Wow. And a letter sent to the railway industry, the slug is threatening create even more problems unless his ransom demands are met without delay.
What would a slug's ransom demands be? Give me more things to eat, like
I know what it is.
roses.
Yeah.
No salt.
No salt. yeah.
Right.
All right. Off to Michigan.
And, the Michigan man who was electrocuted was brought back after being clinically dead for 20 minutes.
Like your staff meetings?
I I saw that. I'm thinking, okay, all right, he's going to get roasted here. Yeah, okay, all right.
You were talking about staff meetings. So.
That's right. Yeah. But keep in mind, my watch is the only right watch.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, all right, okay.
Electric brought back to life after being dead for 20 minutes.
20 minutes.
I'd like to hear more of that because usually you have some brain problems after that.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. Europe's having a heat wave. It's the first time I've ever seen the Mona Lisa in a tank top.
Okay, so you give me the tough one.
I'm sorry.
Pascagoula?
I like that. Let's go like that.
Okay, this is Mississippi. They've erected a historical monument marking the famous location where two men claimed in 1973 that they were abducted by aliens.
A historical monument to being abducted by aliens.
Well, this is Mississippi.
Okay. That's true.
I'll bet it won't be 6 weeks before collectors abduct the historical marker.
They do like to steal those.
Yep, and then sell them.
All right. I have a hard time saying this country. In Uruguay.
Uruguay.
I'll say it Uruguay.
Okay.
All right. An Italian mafia boss who was being held for extradition to Italy escaped prison through a hole in the roof. That's cool. Investigators are checking local real estate transactions to see which prison guards were suddenly able to purchase new houses. All right. On to the world of wacky and totally true, and Daisy is going to deliver those for us.
All right.
More on the slug.
More news on the slug here in Japan. A slug has been blamed for a power outage that halted dozens of trains and delayed 12,000 passengers in Japan. The company was forced to cancel 26 trains and delay other services after the slug made its way into an electrical power device installed near the tracks.
That's kind of scary because you think they'd be like slug-proof.
Yeah. That's good thing he doesn't get into your transmitter.
Oh.
Yeah, it would be like
I have something
slug.
worse. I have stink bugs that go into the... It's like our transmitter, like a magnet for stink bugs, and it's got the big grills in the front, and the amount of air that blows through, there's like 3 blow dryers on high. I don't even know how they get in there, and they melt right to the circuit board, so I get the whole slug thing.
And they are green? Are they glowing green?
No, they're pretty dried out. And now, a word from the slug.
Ooh, I done a bad thing.
There you go.
Yeah, holding
they're
up all those
fried.
passengers.
Fried slug.
Slug on a stick.
Oh. That is a hot dog.
Slimy. Yeah.
All right.
We go to Norway, and a man robbed a gas station at knife point in a ninja outfit. Then he escaped on a bicycle, but was picked up a short time later.
Wow.
Ninja robber.
So I'm just thinking, cool to rob dressed up as a ninja, but why would you leave on a bicycle? It doesn't seem like a solid plan.
In a ninja outfit.
In a ninja
Maybe he
outfit.
didn't have a car.
I think he's got other problems. On to Florida, and I promise I
Okay.
won't play the song because Daisy hates it.
I'm going to try not to laugh.
Okay.
These stories, okay. A Florida resident in North Lauderdale says a man pulled into his driveway, got out of his car, took off his shirt, and took a poop.
Ooh, I done a bad thing.
Okay, the homeowner's Ring camera video captured the driver of a green Kia Soul doing the doo-doo. The man drove over the feces as he left and also left his shirt behind. The man took off his shirt because he used it to clean himself up. That is so hard to say.
I'd hate to be.
Ew.
I'd hate to be parked next to that guy.
Pardon me, do you have any grape and pie?
Just on my shirt.
Oh my goodness.
Yuck.
All
Oh, you've
right.
got more.
Not more. Well, we go to Massachusetts, and these people in Melrose were forced to leave their home when an underground blockage caused raw sewage to spew uncontrollably out of toilets in 4 homes. The bathrooms of 4 homes were left covered in a river of filth and feces when the sewage suddenly poured out without warning. The stuff then flowed through other parts of the homes. One resident called it a tornado of poop.
Oh. And later that day at work.
I've been swimming in raw sewage. I love it.
Oh,
Sorry.
nice. Okay, and then we got one more with related to the toilet here. Police in Auburn, New York, arrested Jason Charles Blaisdell, allegedly hit his girlfriend with a toilet seat, injuring her nose, her face, and her wrist. No word on what prompted his toilet seat assault. Wow, I just ripped the toilet seat off and I feel like I'm going to hit somebody. It's crazy.
It reminds me of Ring Around the Collar.
I think all of these remind us of why we live here.
Oh. I hope that's 3 stories in a row. I hope you don't have a 4th one that involves a toilet.
No.
Good,
We've got
good,
one that
good.
involves no. We're going to go to England.
Okay.
Where a guy broke into a residence and stole several items, including a smartphone. The next day, he used that phone to call himself a cab. What he didn't know was that the phone he stole belonged to a cab driver for the very cab company he called. The phone operator recognized the cabbie's name on the caller ID and, being aware of the break-in, sent the cops rather than the cab.
Wow. Here's another guy.
Yeah.
You know, just like the other
Right.
guy who, yeah. Here's another guy who needs a car, and I have the perfect car.
To the idiot mobile.
Oh, I'm Scott,
I'm Daisy.
I'm Mike.
and that's your odd news for
Wednesday! Hump day!
I knew she'd have to pause.
That's right.
Not so fast! Public news team is taking a break from its pledge drive. No commercials, no mercy! No!